Hello everybody! I'm Sarah and welcome to my YouTube channel, Sarah on the Daily. On my channel you will find videos to help those of you that are looking to get hired by VIPKID or those of you that are already in the interview process. 2, you will find videos and content to inform and inspire current ESL teachers. And 3, you will find a little bit of everyday life from a full-time working mom who is also a VIPKID teacher. Today's video, I will walk you through the lesson that you will be teaching during your mock class in the interview process. You are sent the slides, so if you already have them, it would be helpful to have them in front of you while we talk about this together. And you can look at the slides as I show you one way to teach. Now, you are going to want to make this your own somehow, because following a script that someone else has for teaching is probably not going to work the best, but it is a good way to practice. Watch someone who's done it, someone who's been teaching, and then make it your own. In this lesson, you will be teaching, I believe, 11 slides. That includes the intro slide and then the goodbye. And you will be teaching the vocabulary word, ball, the verb, throw, and the word family, ip. So those 3 things. And you're going to follow on the slides. You'll have an introduce slide, which is where I do, and then a practice slide where we do, and you'll start getting your student to say more and try more on their own. And then A is apply, which is where the student will apply the vocabulary or the verb that you are teaching them, and they'll do it on their own. VIPKID slides always follow this, and then there's also an E at the end for extend, and you'll be doing that at the very end of the lesson. To prepare for your lesson, you will need a headset, and you can pick a headset up pretty much anywhere. I got mine at Target. I think it was like $20. It has to have a microphone here, and that's about it. I think you can kind of get them anywhere. You will also need a couple props, and for this lesson I have a ball that I'm going to be using. Actually I have a couple because I think it's good to show more than one prop sometimes. And I will have a he, or where'd my other he go? He. I have she, or she. And I also have, for phonics, I use these blocks to teach phonics a lot, and so I just have little blocks. I put the word family on it, and then here we have the beginning sound. And the other thing that you should have is a reward, an external reward. You'll have a reward slide, and I'll show you how I use that in just a minute. But then I also have another reward, and today my reward is going to be ice cream, and I'll show you how to use that as well. So here we go. We're ready to start. If you have the slides in front of you, you can see that the first slide just tells you the title. It says, My Friends and I, My Toys. You don't have to read this. You don't have to spend time on it. It's just there so that you know what you're teaching. The next slide is the reward system. It says My Toys at the top. And I use this to show the students how to drag and drop, because they're going to need to know how to do that in this lesson. So when you get to this slide, that's how you'll use it. Here is how you begin every lesson. You want to build rapport with your student, and this is what it looks like. Hello, my name is Teacher Sarah. What's your name? Hi, Lucy. How are you? I am happy. Yes. You always want to prompt them for a full sentence. So if they give you one word, prompt with a full sentence and give them a chance to repeat it back to you. Lucy, how old are you? fold. Yes, good. Lucy, do you like ice cream? I like ice cream. When you do a good job, you will get an ice cream. Ready? Let's go. My toys. Lucy, drag and drop the toy in the basket. Drag and drop. So while I'm telling her this, I'm gonna do one, and then I'm gonna encourage her. Drag and drop. Yes, good job, Lucy. That teaches her how to use drag and drop, because I'm gonna use it again in the lessons. Drag and drop, okay? And then move on to the next slide. Remember, right now I'm talking through this, but when you're teaching, you don't want any incidental language. You don't want to talk to them like I'm talking to you. Stick to the content in the lesson and on the slides. There are some kids that are able to extend, but for this mock class, stick to what you see on the screen. No incidental language, because your mentor teacher is going to be listening for that. So after the reward slide, I've already introduced my reward, and now we're ready to begin the lesson. And I'll start by underlining the word ball and say, ball, ball. Ball. And then I'm going to underline the sentence. I'll say it first and I'll have her repeat. She plays with a ball. Yes, good job. She plays with a ball. Yes, Lucy, circle ball. Yes, so you want the student to circle the ball in the picture. So you show them circle ball. Okay. Good job, Lucy. You get blue ice cream. Good job. And move on to the next slide. And on this slide, we are at P for practice. This is where we do together. So I'm going to encourage the student to try it on their own and help when needed. So we'll look at the slide. I'll circle he. Lucy, what does he play with? Underline the sentence I want her to say. Yes, good job. If she made mistakes, I would then repeat. He plays with a ball. Yes. Circle the girl with the ball. What does she play with? Yes, good job, Lucy. And now we move on to apply. This is where the student will apply what they're learning about ball and try the sentence on their own. He plays with a ball. So my job is to ask the question and then maybe circle the empty spot, show them drag and drop. So I might underline, what does he play with? Drag, drop. If they can give you the sentence on their own, awesome. If not, you might say, he plays with a ball. Yes. Show them some TPR. Move on. Circle the spot for kite. What does he play with? Good job! And the last one, circle the spot. What does he play with? Drag, drop. Good job, Lucy! Yes! High five! Yes! All right, and we'll move on to the verb. This is where you introduce the verb throw, and this is how I start. Throw. And I underline it. Throw. Throw. And you want to encourage the student to do the TPR with you. Throw. And I don't usually hold a ball for this one because I've already taught the word ball, and now I just want to teach the action throw. Okay? She throws. Yes. And I have another prop here, and I can point to it. She throws. And you're listening to see if the student is saying throws with an S at the end. If they don't, if you hear she throw, you can underline it here, underline it or circle on the slide and give it again. She throws. Yes, good job. And then move on to they throw. And I like to show with props, and then I like to show it written as well. They throw. Yes. And they're just repeating twice. They're repeating the word, I usually do it 3 times, and the sentence twice. And then we move on to where the student will practice. Who throws? Give them time. Circle throws. And so they'll circle the right picture. If they don't, give them a minute, say, throws, throws. And give them a chance to correct it and then repeat the sentence. He throws. Yes, good job. Lucy, you get orange ice cream. Good job. This next slide is where the student will apply what they've learned about the verb throw. So here, I always start and have them repeat the words. I underline throw, throw, throws. Yes. And then have them look at the picture. Drag and drop. Who throws? And I might show. Yes. Circle the second picture. Drag and drop. Good job. You want them to give you the sentence on their own. They're going to drag the word down and then give you the sentence, and you have this here to help them if they need it. Circle the third picture. Who throws? Yes, good job. A lot to remember on that slide. You want most output from the student. You need to ask the question, who throws? And encourage the student to respond to that with she throws, I throw, he throws. If they forget the S on the end, you can just kind of circle it and say she throws and have them repeat. And now we move on to the phonics slide. There's one phonics slide. I use the blocks to teach phonics. Ip. Circle it on the screen. Ip. Yes. Z, ip. Zip. Lucy, circle, zip. Yes, good job. R, ip. Rip. Circle, rip. Yes, good job. Ip. Sip. Circle, sip. Yes. Ip. Hip. Circle, hip. Yes, good job, Lucy. You get green ice cream. Yes. Good job, Lucy. And now you go to the last slide, which is E, extension with free talk. You want them to use as much language as they can to talk about what you learned in the lesson. So, look. What is this? Circle the ball. Ball. Yes. Have them name a ball. Good. And then, what does she do with the ball? She throws. Yes, good job, Lucy. You can ask questions. You just want them to practice using the words from the lesson. What do you do with a ball? I throw a ball. Yes, good job, Lucy. Lucy, you get pink ice cream. How many ice cream scoops? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ice cream scoops. Good job, Lucy. I will see you next time. Goodbye. Okay, that's the lesson. Those are the slides that you're going to have to teach to a mock class mentor. And if you are looking for more tips for teaching style and things to remember to include in your lesson, you can check out my video. It's called VIPKID Demo Lesson Tips. And I made it for the demo lesson, but really those tips should be helpful. They are helpful for the mock class as well. Remember to smile, speak simply and slowly, use props, use TPR, and positive correction. All things that you just saw me doing in the slide. So if you want to review those, go to my lesson on the 5 tips for the demo. Also, couple things to remember. Your mock class mentor is there to help you. They're so kind and so helpful. Do your best and ask questions if you have them. You can ask questions before you begin. You can talk and ask questions after. And remember, this is a learning experience for you as well. If you're preparing to be a teacher, you want as much feedback as you can get to improve your teaching all the time. Couple things about the slides is your mentor might be looking for you to extend a little bit. So when I was piling ice cream on, I was saying pink ice cream, and I was just doing this For the student to repeat at the beginning, do you like ice cream? I gave the sentence. You want to extend that little bit. They will be listening and looking for that. Also, if you are unsure about what the students will be doing on the slide, up in the top right-hand corner, it tells you. So the ones where they have to drag and drop, it says right at the top, drag and drop. If the student has to circle something, it says at the top, circle. So those tips are there to help you. There's also teacher tips that give the objective for the slide. So if you're going to be asking a question, the question's on there. Who throws? It's right in the teacher tips that you can see while you're teaching the lesson. And I think that will be very helpful, just knowing that ahead of time before you go in. Also, there's a practice room for a reason. Practice your mock class lesson before you schedule and before you have to do it. Get comfortable with what's there and you will do amazing. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any other content. Click the bell notification so you know when I upload a video. Also, I will be making a video on lesson B. So this is lesson A. I will be making a video on lesson B because remember, your mock class mentor gets to choose which lesson you teach and you just want to prepare both of them just in case. So watch for that lesson to come, for that video to come. And if you are looking for someone to help you through the interview and the hiring process, and if you have any questions, you can email me at sarahonthedaily.teach@gmail.com. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.